Discussing self love and the reasons why some of us find it a difficult task to complete. Um, so, I'm just going to take a little time during this class session to just dive a little deeper into the topic. And then I actually have some journaling prompts that will probably help to find some ease when it comes to learning how to love ourselves more. So, what is practicing self love? Practicing self love means that you continuously acknowledge and claim all the aspects of who you are. And this includes the negative traits that you wish didn't exist. It's about creating the capacity within to be aware of your authentic self and live your life with some intention. So, by doing this, you're going to find that not only do you feel better about who you are, but you're more appreciative of all the things that you have in you to offer to the world and to the people around you. So many different ways that you can practice self love. One of the ways that I've always found to be the most useful and to be able to stay in tune with myself is journaling. So keeping a journal, it has a way of just forcing you to come face to face with your feelings and emotions and your thoughts. Also, it gives you a really clear perspective of all of those thoughts that you have jumbled around in your head. Okay, for instance, I wrote down the details of a situation, and after I wrote it down, I got all of my feelings and emotions out on paper, and I wrote down how I acted, reacted, how the other person acted and reacted. And I read over what I wrote, and I had absolutely no choice but to face the fact that not only was I wrong in that situation, but I was being really ridiculous. I had to accept my own fault and then find a way to not only right that wrong that I contributed to, but I had to learn how to love myself through it. So, anyway, there's I came across 5 prompts that I think will help people to gain knowledge about themselves. And the questions are kind of tough, but I guarantee you they're very effective. The thing is, you have to be honest when you're answering these questions. No one has to read what you wrote, so you can just go ahead and let it all out. I mean, yeah, we live in a PC world where we have to force all of those negative thoughts and actions on ourselves while doing self reflection. But I suggest that you not attempt to force yourself to answer all 5 of these questions in one sitting. Just kind of spread them out. Maybe do one a day or one a week. That way, you'll have an opportunity to just take in the question and really think about how you want to answer them. And if you're not satisfied with your answers, start comprising some goals to help you change your habits or your actions to become the you that you want to be. Um, Unfortunately, when I first came across these questions, I wrote them down, but I didn't write down the source. So I'm just letting you know now that I didn't create these questions. I just don't remember where I got them from to be able to credit the person. So if you come across them, just help cite the source. Just kind of throw it into the discussion box, and if this if these questions end up in a video or something, I can put the citation in the taglines. But first question is, what core values, beliefs, personality traits, or interests define who you are today? And what about when you were younger? What has remained consistent? So just take some self inventory and think about all the things that mean something to you. Think about the boundaries you've created yourself, lines that you will not cross or that you're willing to cross. Think about all of the characteristics that you embody throughout your lifetime and how they contribute to you being the person that you are now. Think about how they affected you as a child. And then go back over that timeline and figure out what what pieces of yourself have been consistent from day one to today. Second question: which of your core beliefs, traits, or interests did you adopt for the sake of others, and which did you choose for yourself? In other words, uh, who are you when nobody's looking? When you are alone by yourself, what are some things that you think, feel, or how you act when you don't have to put on a performance or turn yourself into your alter ego or whatever just to placate to the comfort of other people? Who are you at your core? Third question: think about 3 times in your life when you felt significant joy, peace, or a sense of accomplishment. What do those life experiences have in common? And what does that suggest about where to look for your happiness? So basically, this question is asking what makes you feel whole? What makes you feel good? What parts of your life and personality do you find the most joy? So, question number 4: what part of your past caused you the most embarrassment or pain? How does that relate to the values you named above in question number 3? Does it confirm or challenge what you believe about yourself? Question number 5: think about the relationships you have with other people, such as friends, family, and coworkers, associates, whoever. Which relationships feel the easiest? Which ones feel more difficult? And why? Have to do on like a daily basis throughout the year. I personally try to set time aside like every 3 months or so to answer these same questions because as you get older, you grow and mature, you have more experiences. So you're going to notice if you are consistently answering these questions throughout the year at different points in your life, you're going to notice that the answers to the questions are going to change in one way or another, especially if you're being honest with yourself. I mean, being completely honest with yourself. And this will give you a baseline for seeing where the problems are and how you can go about making the changes so that your life, you're living it to benefit yourself and not always just existing.